Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Monday again already. Pardon me. It's all right. Mr. P's just made some breakfast. Yeah. We had a nice, quiet weekend. Mr. P weren't very pleased yesterday because he was going to go out on the drone. Got up at 5:45, only to come down, and it was absolutely bouncing it down. So no droning for Mr. P yesterday.
Boo.
Hey, Stephanie, how are you?
Now,
if you look outside at the weather today, it's absolutely glorious sunshine. So he's not pleased about that either. They were absolutely piddling it down yesterday, and it's lovely, glorious sunshine today. Yeah. I mean, Sunday's normally the day that he goes droning out with the Yorkshire Drone Seekers. So it's sort of like their day to go out droning. Oh, you're having trouble sleeping, are you, Stephanie? Funnily enough, with me having the bad back, I've been like propping myself up with a lot of pillows. But as Pixie said the other day, Saturday, I decided, do you know what? I'm going to get shut of all the extra pillows and see if I can sleep normally. You know, e.g., because I was finding, because I was propping myself up, that I was waking up in the morning and the base of my spine were absolutely killing me. So Saturday night, I made the decision, right, all the extra pillows is going to go. I'm just going to use the pillows that were on me bed originally. I've slept quite well, actually, for the last 2 days. So I suppose it's where you're being on your feet most of the night. Hi, Karate Joe.
Karate.
So yeah, I mean, I have noticed as well since the weather's got like a little bit colder. I've had a lot of problems. You know, my wrist hurts, my knees hurt, my ankles, my feet. But I think that's more down to the weather turning a bit colder. But I always find that in winter time anyway, that, you know, obviously the pain gets worse during the winter than it does the summer. So you know, I know what it feels like, Stephanie, because same as I say, during the winter, man gets a lot worse. And it sort of, the other day, it were everything hurt me, quite literally. My fingers, my wrists, you know, my knees, everything. But I've always said, and Mr. P said as well, if we ever win the lottery, we're going to warmer climes, and then hopefully things not be as painful. But that'll never happen. Sorry, I'm just getting my phone. So at the moment, it's just a pipe dream till we win the lottery, which probably not happen. So we've got 8 viewers and only Stephanie talking in the chat. So don't forget to press the like button or the dislike button, whichever. You know, I don't care which you press. You know, not encouraging you to press the thumbs down, but, you know, just to let them people that do give the thumbs down, I don't give a stuff. Oh, pull out the ice packs and eating pads. Is that to get the swelling down? But I tend to find as well, Stephanie, if I've, like last week, I went out 2 days on trot, Wednesday to the physio, Thursday to the appointments at the job centre. And I found that because I'd been sort of not doing a lot of walking, but you know, I found mine, you know, mine were playing up a bit. Hiya, Sue, how are you? But yeah, I mean, I find as well that the hot water bottle helped my back tremendously. So how are you, Sue? Sue, are you well? Mr. P is here.
Hello.
But he's busy doing something. He's supposed to be making a coffee. Thought I'd just remind him about that.
Very well, fell on deaf ears.
Yeah, and if you're wondering why I'm playing about with my hair, I've been in the bath and tried to do something with it. Yeah, I'm going to say I found that the hot water bottle helped my back no end. But you see, the problem I sort of originally had with my back were the muscles in my back. That's good then. Touch wood. An appointment-free week this week. You know, now I've said that, I'll probably... I have got a blood test next Monday, but it's sort of not till later on. I forgot what time it were now, but I know I've got the appointment next Monday for my regular blood test.
Hang on a minute. Get it going viral.
Yeah, 11:20. So, I mean, I may or may not be doing the coffee morning next week. I forgot it was booked for 11:20. So, I mean, I suppose I could sort of go for an hour, but I've got to go up there, etc. So, there might not be no coffee morning on Monday next week, because that's sort of when I've got to go for the blood test. It's what I call sort of the MOT, you know, where they basically they do what you know, all my regular one, my thyroid function test, my liver function, kidney function, but they've added an extra one on. Yeah. You know, they've added an extra one on because the physio wanted them to do a inflammation marker blood test. So it's basically just a bit extra blood that they've got to take. So, you know, it was a case of get them to do it while you're already there for your blood tests anyway. All they've got to do is fill an extra vial thing up, you know, with a bit of extra blood. So I do go and see the same nurse regularly, and hopefully, I mean, like last time I went, I haven't got very good veins, so she struggled a little bit, and I went, well, you normally get it from there, because she had first attempt and that failed. So I said, oh, you normally get it from that vein there. Went straight into that vein, got the blood out, so it's coming to something when I've got to tell the nurse which vein to hit. So, but hi, Kenneth, how are you? I mean, I don't know whether most of you are aware about Hazel's Reptiles. She was live before I came on. I popped in to say hello, and it was absolutely crazy. Crazy. She sort of didn't know which way to turn, because when I went in, there were about 162 watching, and they were sort of trying to wheedle out the trolls, and whether she were being raided or whether, you know, but a lot of them was trolls, let's just say. I mean, I know I had them the other week, but not to that extent. And I sort of just I just sat there shaking my head. I just said hello, and then I sort of just watched for a little while and thought, well, this is crazy, absolutely crazy. Yeah, same as I say, it were crazy, and like you could tell she couldn't understand what was going off. I really felt sorry for her. I mean, I am a moderator in there, but it were a case of a lot of the people in there I didn't know. They were saying that somebody like sent them from their channel, you know, a raid. Plus, there were trolls in there as well, and it were absolutely crazy. It was absolutely crazy, and I were like a fish out of water, because I, you know, I'm all right being a mod, but if I sort of remove someone that, you know, is genuine, I'd feel awful about it. So basically, I just sat watching, because I just sat there shaking my head. She is a fantastic lady. I mean, when she's able, she comes in here, she says hello. But yeah, same as I say, I just sat here, I'm just shaking my head, because it was absolutely horrendous. You know, and it's she's a fantastic lady, and you know, you feel sorry for her, because yes, she got mods in there, and I'm a mod in there, but there was, you know, some of them were saying, oh, we've been sent by so and so or so and so, this is a raid, but some of them were trolls, and I was sort of like a fish out of water. I couldn't determine which were the people that were raiding or the trolls. So I thought, well, you know, the mods were taking care of it, I'll leave them, you know, to do it, because I just hadn't got a clue. So yeah, but you know, I hope she got it, you know, got them sorted out, because same as I say, yeah, and this is it. I mean, Sue the other week, it were like, I mean, compared to Hazel's and anybody else, I'm a relatively small channel, right? But
yeah, Mrs.
It was like last Wednesday, I think it was. It was relentless for about 10 minutes, and they were coming in one after other after other after other. The same as I said, you know, what I can't, I mean, myself, I can't understand the point of it.
Well, why is it all like that?
You know, and it same as Pixie's just said, you know, it's small minds and everything, and you know, from to do that, like, to me, you know, I'm a nobody, you know, compared to some of the bigger channels. But you know, I'm still here, I'm still carrying on, and same as Pixie says, just ignore them, and you know. Hi Fly FPV, how are you? So yes, we've had a relatively quiet weekend. There was no football. When I say there was no football on Saturday, Mr. P's team played, but they didn't play at home. They was away, and it was on the television. So you know, we had to have it on the television.
Absolutely pants to wear.
And at the weekend, for the UK people, I mean, I don't know whether you've heard of the NEC Arena at Birmingham. There's the drone show on Saturday, and Mr. P is going.
Woohoo! Freebies!
So he'll be gone most of the day. He'll probably come back with a bag of goodies.
All be well.
Yes. Just think of your wife while you're there.
Well, do you want some drone goodies? Hey, Babs.
Hey? What's that? Oh. But yeah, so he'll probably be gone most of the day on Saturday. normally we'd be putting the Christmas tree up on the 1st, but obviously Saturday is the 1st. So we don't know whether we're doing it. We'll probably put it up on the Friday because you'll probably be going out droning on the Sunday. Sorry.
Yeah, they're on about going droning on Sunday.
So yes. So it probably have to be on the Friday. So still in the shed. It's still got to be took out the shed. So I don't know whether you know, if Bella's around. She's not messaged me or anything. I know that she's you know, like Stephanie, she's not been sleeping very well. Angel, how are you?
It's the Angel Delights.
Yes, and I did see the post that you are doing a live stream on Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. Oh, she says, yes, I'm here. See, your ears must have been burning, Bella. I says, I haven't heard from you. I don't know whether it, you know. So, yes. So,
Fish cake, guess what we're having today?
are we?
Yeah,
That's news to me.
we're having a fish cake.
Are we?
Yeah. Fish cakes are us.
But yes, Angels do. I think, aren't you having a did it say UK panel? I did set the reminder. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Knackered.
Still not sleeping very well then.
I've got a few hours. I never sleep well, Jeanette.
That's it.
I've got a few hours last night.
Yeah, Stephanie says she's been suffering ever since she went to the concert the other night.
Help, missus.
Shut the door.
Sue says yum sounds nice. Baz says you'll be looking like one.
What?
Yes, a fish cake, because he says, well, guess what we're having today? And I went, what are we having? He says a fish cake. I went, are we? News to me. Yes, I saw on YouTube the Angels doing it. I think it says UK panel, I think, on Wednesday evening.
You see?
Yeah, so it says underneath set a reminder, so I've set a reminder. Just
Oh yeah.
I mean, whether I get it or not is a different thing. You know what YouTube's been like just lately.
So that's live. That's not a premiere.
No, it's like advertising a live stream. When I sort of logged into YouTube, it says Angel Mooney's UK panel live stream. I can't remember the exact wording of it. And then underneath it's in like a little box, it says set reminder. So I just clicked on it. So, but you see, with mine, I don't sort of advertise it previous to doing it. Just share it, you know, in the groups and whatever.
But the thing is, everybody knows you're quite established, didn't you, now, Jeanette?
Yeah.
You know, for the moment.
It's all right. I was just on. I don't know whether you were in when I was talking about Hazel's reptiles.
What?
Hazel's reptiles to the American.
Oh, for ages.
Pardon?
I haven't seen them for ages.
Yeah, she was doing a live stream this morning.
Oh.
And I thought it was about 9:30, I think it were. Yeah, it says I am going to be doing a special UK panel live stream this Wednesday, 2 p.m. my time, 8 p.m. UK time. It did say 8 p.m. our time. But yeah, I sort of popped in to say hello because she'd made me a moderator in there, and she always sort of pops in when she can to say hello to me. I'm not kidding you, Bella.
No.
When I looked, there were 162 in, right?
You're kidding.
And I just sat. I said hello, and it were. I'm just sat there like this.
Oh.
It were partly somebody had sent people over from a raid. Plus, I think a lot of trolls were in there as well.
What, you were being attacked?
Yeah.
Oh God.
The biggest majority of them were trolls, and that same as I said to Chris, I couldn't define from the people that were raiding to the
Because you don't know her enough. Yeah.
So I sort of couldn't do anything, and I just sat there shaking my head, not knowing what to do. Because even though I'd got a moderate, I'd got a range, I thought, well, I didn't want to sort of remove somebody that weren't a troll, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, Miss Random Life's in.
Hello, Gail.
Your Baz has put, don't forget, Mrs. P, I will be across that to taste your baking.
I know.
See, the thing is, I might actually make it in the week, because Friday we're hoping to get the Christmas tree up, because obviously he's got the NEC on Saturday. Then he's hoping to go out droning on the Sunday. So it's Christmas tree what's going up. Plus I want to do a baking vlog, but I might actually do it in the week. Because see the recipe, it's a chocolate and pear upside down.
I said I love that.
But you see, it actually gives you the option. You can actually caramelize your own pears, which basically is you've got pears, you put some caster sugar in, some melted butter, and basically you like coat them in this caramelized sugar. But it does say at bottom, if short on time, you can skip step 1 and use tinned pears instead. So I think that's what I might do. I might actually use tinned pears, because that's the only thing I've actually got to buy for the recipe. Yeah, but the thing is, Baz, who's going to film? But yeah. International man of leisure. Well, you wouldn't have seen that about an hour ago.
Over it.
Yes.
I'm giving up cleaning. I'm still bloody cleaning.
Yes, he's got the old trusted Hoover out this morning. Took rubbish out to the bin. You name it, he's been doing it this morning. They've got to make him work for his treats. But yeah, that's the recipe, Bella. And that's off Tesco Good Food as well.
Oh, yeah. Lovely. I love them.
But it's not, it's a cake. It's just a cake.
Oh, yeah, I know. I said to you.
Bella's put hoovering. Did he plug it in? So, right, I can't say anything when he's hoovering. You know, like you'd say, oh, you've missed a bit. And I thought I better shut my gob, because he'll whack me one round head with Hoover if I say he's missed a bit. Hi, Sharon, how are you? But yeah, so I think I might sort of skip the caramelising my own pears and just buy tin pears anyway. Makes it a lot easier. So when I thought, well, if anybody else makes it, they'll just buy tin pears anyway.
Oh, yeah, the bloody caramelising pears.
But it does say, it says 6 small ripe pears, peeled, quartered and cored, 25 grams of butter melted, 30 grams of caster sugar. And then it says, put the pears in the baking. But it's a lot of rigmarole. You've got
blow all that.
You've got to put them in a baking dish and all this, that. And I thought to myself, well, sod it, I'll cut that bit out and just buy tin pears anyway.
Of course.
So, cross-eyed at the moment. Why cross-eyed, Sharon?
Just to get his sleep. Hello, Sharon.
She says, I'm trying to get awake enough to see.
Ah, bless her. It's early, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's about 5.
Angel, are you still in, darling? Because I'm trying to work the time out. You said 2 is 8. Whereabouts are you?
He said it's 8 p.m. our time, Bella. It does say.
Yeah, but two.
They are
I
like
don't-
6 hours behind us.
No, 5. It's 5.
Oh.
Unless it's 6. I don't know when it changed. If Gal's in, she'll know.
It's all right. Your Baz is saying he's not been dressing up like Freddie Mercury again with his skirt and black. No.
On a Saturday night after midnight.
Yeah, he is in Minnesota, and it sort of does say on the where you can set the reminder.
Oh, does it?
2
All right.
p.m. is time, 8 p.m. our time. Pope's just come as well, baby.
I'm not sure where Minnesota is, but I thought it was 5 hours. I don't know.
I think it's like different states because
Yeah, of course.
yeah, Sharon's just said it's 4:26 there, so obviously they're 6 hours behind us.
10:26. Yeah.
Yeah, so like Sharon's 6 hours behind
Yeah, that must be the same sort of parts.
Sharon says, tell Pixie to quit yelling at me. My ears are still tender.
What?
Pixie's using a drone as a Hoover. As a Hoover. But, yes.
You just sick. Minnesota girl.
Yeah, Stephanie says it's 3:28 there. So
Yeah,
they're
that's
like
what I
7
said.
hours behind us.
It's all according where they are.
That's what I'm saying. He lives in Minnesota, Gail. Yeah, because, yeah, Stephanie's just put he's in Minnesota, I believe. I think he is, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Texas Little Star, she says same here, it's 3:28 a.m. And until it's obviously she's in Texas. El Paso, I believe that.
That's 7 hours, isn't it?
The Texas rattlesnake.
So yeah, but I think it's like
Different parts.
like here in UK, even though like we live in different counties, we're still the same time. If you know
But America's like massively big, isn't it? To us, we fit in America's pocket.
But it's like some states are only 5 hours, some states are 6 hours, and like some are 7 hours.
You think it's 6 hours? Okay. It's come up on the thing, Gal. It's come up on his. When they do he's announced it's coming. That says the time over there to the time here, but I don't know if Angel fed that in himself or whether it's done it automatically. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it did say like 2 p.m. is time. It said in the chat earlier on, 2 p.m. is time.
Yeah, it must be it.
Our time.
That must be it.
Yeah. So yes, Chris wasn't very pleased yesterday, getting up at 5:45 and rain stopped play, let's say. Iowawi. I don't know how to pronounce it. Wawaya. Yeah, Hawaii. It's the Monday morning. It's the Monday morning. That's my excuse. Yeah, Gail says 6 hours. Yeah, Fly FPV says have a nice day to everyone.
Have a nice day, Han.
Wawiya. Like, there you go.
Wawiya.
She's had to break it down for me. Wawiya. So there we are. We've got it eventually. I'm not very good at pronouncing names.
Nor me. Oh.
But yeah, I mean, everybody in the UK have got, you know, the same time. But
Yeah, it's a bit small, but I know you have, Steph. Different, because it's massive, isn't it?
So, you know, I mean, in my respect, I mean, it's hard to understand that, you know, yeah, USA is a lot bigger than the UK. We've all got the same time zone. Yeah, Gail says UK would fit in California. You know what I mean? And it's, you know, it's strange that like different states have got different time zones. She checked on Google. But yeah, I suppose it all depends on the, you know, the axis of the world, let's say.
Oh yeah.
You know, it all depends on the axis of the world. And I mean, I'm not a rocket scientist or whatever, but I sort of, you know, it takes a little bit of sort of comprehending our sort of, you know.
And me, girl, and me.
I mean, there's a message yesterday evening. Yesterday evening.
I don't know. I've slept.
You know, it took a while for the penny to drop.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking, oh, what the heck's she on about? You know, the hamster wasn't running fast enough. Let's just say. Yeah.
What's the difference between California and New York? What's the difference in the zones?
Well, says, does UK have daylight savings? Yes, because our clocks went back end of October. Were it back?
Yeah.
They go back in October, but they go forward in March.
But they don't. They do have it, but they don't have the same time as us. They have it different times. That's why it's all.
Yeah. Same as I say. I mean, we do the daylight saving thing.
Yeah.
But ours go back an hour in October and forward an hour in March. Tillich Star says, I think we are the only part of Texas that is on mountain time. The rest of it is on central.
Oh. That's all confusing, isn't it?
No. I'm never good at geography anyway, Bella.
I can just about find my way off my estate.
Yeah. Wowee is from Canada, I think she's just said.
Ooh.
Yeah, she says we have different time zones in Canada too. Okay then, Stephanie, she says I have to try and get some sleep. You guys have an awesome day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, California is 2:34 right now and New York is 4:34.
Oh, 2 hours difference.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 hours.
Yeah, Quebec in Canada. Wowee is from Quebec in Canada.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, same as we say, YouTube is such a big platform. You get people from all over the world. I mean, Jelly Duck is from Kuwait, and you've got Egyptian Gamer, obviously from Egypt, and
from Alaska.
But you know, I mean,
That's just from miles.
It's like Thorn Draven. I mean, he's in Alaska, isn't he? Is he in Alaska? Ah, that's it, Nova Scotia.
Oh, 5:34. So it's an hour's difference. No.
3 hours. California is 2:34 and New York is 5:34. So it's like 3 hours then. Yeah. Yeah, it says 3 hours. And then there's the guys from Australia that when we do in an evening live stream, it's morning for them.
Yeah.
So it all gets a little bit confusing when you're getting people in, you know, from different, you know, like Canada and, you know, at different parts of America, and then you've got Australia. And
so if it's, we're 6 hours at the moment. We're 6 hours to New York. Is it 6 hours different to New York? So you could sort of,
yeah, it says
you get there before you left.
That's a good way of putting it anyway, fella. He's not going to come up with that. Look at that. He says you could get there before you even left. Arrive in New York before you even left. I mean, I sort of don't understand the mindset. Yeah, because they're sort of 5 hours behind us. So if it takes 5 hours to get there, you arrive at the same time you left.
Watch.
No.
Yeah, Gail says no, 3, 5, and 8 hours.
Oh.
So at the very moment, they're like 8 hours behind us. Oh, go on, Bennett. Let's change subject because it's getting me all confused.
New York. New York's 5 at the moment, and California's 8.
So,
oh, I'm confused already.
I'm going to say, sort of don't get us confused this early on a Monday morning. Hi, Cherry. How are you? Monka. I mean, let's be honest, Gail. I mean, not being funny, but me and Bella aren't the brightest tools in the book.
Oh, speak for your bloody self.
It doesn't take much to get us confused. Angel said I'd set my clock to Bella's time zone so that I could work on my beauty sleep.
Oh, you wouldn't want my time zone, love. I'm all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, I was just about to say I could sleep clock round and it still won't improve my beauty sleep. Yeah. But yeah, it to me it's interesting, but at the same time it's confusing.
I'll just sit 5 hours New York. Go and have a cup of tea. Stop batting in. I'm sitting 5 hours New York.
No, that's the penguin. Booty. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's just our accents, really. I mean, we could be all posh and say beauty, but we don't talk like that.
Don't start Gail off. Have you seen her doing me hello and welcome to Beauty on a Budget with me glasses on?
Unless Gordon Bennett, she's throwing away in mixed now.
She's just trying to confuse us.
I know.
Oh, she knows time zones in her sleep, don't she? She knows all that.
She says, let's not go there.
No, let's not.
Oh, dear. And same as Chris said this morning, Bella, as well, what a difference today makes. It look absolutely passing it down yesterday, and it's sunshine here today.
Baz, do you want a cup of tea? Can you make me one while you're down there, then?
He's the one that Bella, isn't she?
Asks him if he wants a cup of tea and then says, make me one while you're there. Who was it in the other day planning a trip? It was DJ Ian.
Yeah, he's going.
Yeah, it was.
Is it this week?
Are you
Easy Days?
Yeah, Easy Days. Yeah, because Ian told us it were the 4th, but he told me we're going Monday to Friday. Well, Monday's the 3rd.
It does. He drives me nuts.
So I think he was getting his dates mixed up because it's next Monday. I've got to go for the, you know, the vampire slaying.
Oh yeah.
So my appointment's 11:20. So there might not be a, you know, might not be a coffee morning next Monday because my appointment's 11:20, and obviously I've got to get up there and everything.
Oh, don't listen to anything she says, Sharon. You see that?
Do a little Pingu dance.
Did you see she put that blooming video up?
Oh, while I think about it.
What?
There was somebody else doing Lakeo dance this morning.
Oh.
You know, on Good Morning Britain, Susanna Reid, she would do she would do it Lakeo dance, and I went, blooming heck, even Susanna Reid's doing it now.
We've got to do it and send it to Pixie. We'll do it this week.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a Pingu dance, Sharon. She just tormented me.
Yeah, it's a private joke between us ladies, and it goes back to Bella's trip and a suitcase, you know.
What did I think? Do you see that video she put up? Because when she was filming us when we was in Chester,
yeah,
she's always got the camera, and I turned around and I said, "Put that bleeding camera away." And she's only called it that the bloody film that. And stuck it up, and I'm saying, put that bleeding camera.
Oh dear, you walk right into her hands there, Bella.
I know, I do.
Yeah,
we've all
Barbara says obviously I'm lost. We call those. No, it's nothing like that.
No, it's nothing like that, love. And my goodness, sir, I'd like to get my leg up the pole, let alone swing round it.
That's what I said the other day. I won't get one of my legs off the floor. I'll just explain it as simply as I can, Sharon. Bella went to Random Life Productions for a visit, right? Now, she turned up with a penguin suitcase.
Because I had borrowed it.
So, because Bella had borrowed it off somebody. Now, every opportunity that Random Life got, she was secretly filming Bella with this penguin suitcase. So, ever since then, she's been called, like, Pingu. So, it's just like, you know, a joke.
Amongst other things, she calls me, honestly. And then I said, what was it? I said, we were talking, having a conversation one night on the chat thing. And I'd just come out the shower and I was red because I'd had a face mask. And I just took the face mask off when she phoned. And I just caught myself like in the corner, my picture. I said, oh my goodness, look at me. I look like a beetroot. And because that's it, she announces me as Bella the Beetroot now. Honestly, I'll tell you what I put up with.
And obviously, Chris calls you Mrs. Fish Cake. So
Yeah,
you've got several names at the moment.
Nobody calls me Bella.
Yeah. Gail's put, it's a special dance. You need to listen to the music of Avocado.
Yeah, you wouldn't. I don't know if you'd come back with your sanity, but it would be a good idea.
Yeah. That's if we don't get locked up in meantime.
I know. Well, that's what I always say. Is me and Jeanette and Gail are England's answer to Destiny's Child. I always
You know when we see men in white coats running after us, you know, you're in trouble. You know what I mean? Them that fasten wrong way round back. You know, they don't fasten like normal coats. They fasten round the back.
At the back with a strap.
You'll be able to scratch your back.
Yes. Sharon's put my cheeks would be worn out from laughing, and I'm not talking about my butt cheeks.
It's we do. When I'm with Jeanette, I never stop laughing, and when I'm with Gal, I never stop laughing. When we was all together, none of us stopped laughing.
we sort of
Bounce off it.
referred to as Charlie's Angels, and it's basically when us three get together, we up to no good. And poor old Callum got roped into bit lookout.
Oh.
So we dragged Callum in on the situation, and poor old Callum were roped in to be the lookout.
What it was, Sharon, we was all sitting round the table, and you know our Keith on here, he Eagle VP, he left his iPad on.
On the table.
It was on the table, the iPad, and he left it on. So, of course, Gail just jumped in on that opportunity, and she just jumped in and made a little video as if she was him. Get
it right. Get it right, Bella. It were a live stream.
Oh, yeah, it was a live stream. And she
went live, actually, on Eagle VP's channel.
As if it was him. And, oh, my goodness. And we all saying, Callum, you're the lookout. And he kept saying, I can see his shoes. I can see his shoes.
I can see his feet coming. He's got sandals on, right? Poor old Callum was sat opposite side of the table. Me, Bella, and Gail were sat opposite Callum, and we're all like all shifty like. Callum, we kept dropping the biggest hints, and he still didn't twig on.
My! When he came back, we were dropping so many hints. Have you ever looked? Have you got any of my live streams? I know when I've done the last live stream. Oh, have you looked though? Have you checked? He wouldn't find it, would he?
I mean, it started off. We said, "How many live streams you done today, Keith?" Well, I've only done 7. And kept saying, "No, you haven't. I think you've done 8." You know, I mean, you know, there were no bigger hint than that. And he still didn't realise. And Chris has just sat there going. Even Chris realised after first hint what had happened, but then he kept saying, "Keith, check your channel, Keith," and he still didn't. He still didn't twig on.
It happened. Give us a.
Then Chris shouts across the table to him, "Keith, for God's sake, check your channel."
I've still got bits of that. I've got all that. I've still got all that film.
Sharon says that's so funny, but on second thoughts, it might be safer to be a fly on the wall. Yeah, it were absolutely.
I've still got some of that film.
It were an absolutely fantastic weekend. I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
It was good.
But yeah, and then me and Bella's we're all sat there going like this, doing.
Oh, yeah. I've still got the video.
Yeah, there's Gail, Bella, and then me sat on end, and we just sort of sat doing like this. Because we got music on in it were like a pizza place where, well, it were in the hotel, but it were pizzeria. Yeah. And we got music on, and we all sat there going like this, and I'm doing like this, and
it was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a laugh in the hotel that Saturday night from beginning to end. We'd never laughed so much. Hey, Chopper's in.
Hey, yeah.
But yeah. So, you know, it's hopefully we can arrange another one sometime next year.
Yeah.
They try and hire you. That's a laugh. Oh dear. It's the nature of mine, Bella's, and Gail's sense of humour. They all say. I mean, we've been called Three Stooges, Destiny's Child, you know, all sorts. You know, recipe for disaster, you know.
Oh no.
But it's like people that know us understand us sense of humour, if you know what I mean. You've got to know us to understand our sense of humour. and I will apologise because when Bella was she asked me a question, but didn't come out right and say it. And I messaged her afterwards, and I went, Bella, have you been on cooking sherry again? But
I asked a proper question, just she didn't bleeding fall in.
I'm sat there going to Chris, I'm saying, shut up. But that's me.
Chris is going, I could see Twitch going.
And then about 5 minutes later, I went, oh yeah, I know what she's on about now. It did take me about 5 minutes to realise what you were talking about. Yeah. No, they didn't kick us out, Barmer, but you know. Just put it this way, I think they were glad when we went upstairs to his rooms, let's just say.
Never got played out because we were too loud.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because you see, we were in a family room, and Gail, Keith and Bella were all like in separate rooms but on a different floor, and there was a coffee room on our level, so we all decided to go for a coffee before we went to retire. And then this woman comes stamping down the passage and saying, I can hear you all the way down the passage. Oh yes, we did get told off for being too loud.
We wasn't even being loud, was we? Can you imagine us being loud? Honestly, Sharon, the thought of it. I
mean, it were just us talking and laughing occasionally, but you know, her Chopper says it's 42 degrees there.
All right, rub it in, boy.
But yeah, we did actually get told off for being too loud. Even though we were but the thing is, in that coffee room, the door was open. So we closed the door.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 104 degrees.
No.
104, God. Of course, it's Australia, isn't it?
But yeah.
We are, what was I going to say? I'm a bit worried because it keeps saying about it's going to be really bad snow, she's saying.
She says that kind of sounds like the time I got stuck in a glass elevator. The elevator beside me kept riding up and down, waving at me. You know where I'd do, Bella? My sense of humour, I'd be going.
Yeah, and Mark's in Choppers is in Australia, hun.
Oh, Kenneth says I wish Hazel was on here, but yeah, you know, it was a sort of it's just our sense of humour. I mean, there were just me, Chris, and Callum, Bella, Eagle VP, and Random. We all stayed in the same hotel, but yeah,
it was fun though.
They probably rung management next morning and said, "I'm glad them lot's gone." You know what I mean? But I mean, if you can't laugh, what, you know,
And then we was all, where's Gal? Where's Gal? She needs to get up. We ain't got no breakfast. And she was already
She says, I felt like a monkey in a cage, which reminds me of the time I got mooned by a baseball player at the salon where I was working.
Oh, Lord.
I'd have said, for God's sake, put it away. I nearly brought me either breakfast, lunch, or dinner back up. But yeah, it was a fantastic time. We really, really had a good time.
Was good. We'll do it again sometime next year.
Yeah, we'll have to arrange it. I mean, same as we said. I mean, the drone, the lads took the drones and couldn't fly them.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Steve, you know, the Steve that Chris goes out droning with Chris. He says to Chris other day, I think it was yesterday afternoon when he did that live stream. Oh, I'm going to fly my drone outside NEC. And Chris will say, well, you can't, it's a no-fly zone. He says, well, it says, there'll be everybody in there doing the demonstrations, whatever. He says, there'll be a lot flying inside. And Chris says, well, yeah, that's different. It's inside, not outside.
Yeah, no. They won't let you do it.
No. And I mean, it's like Sheffield, there's certain areas which are no-fly zones. I mean, it actually, on one of the apps that Chris has got, I mean, it's like Bramall Lane. That is a no-fly zone.
Yeah.
As you can tell on the map, when the map comes up, there's like a big red circle around it, which indicates a no-fly zone.
Yeah. Well, it's understandable.
Bartender next door called and asked if they were giving me trouble. I said yes. I just called the shop and said, cancel the call, I'll get them back in here. And I said, okay, but you tell him. If I see his hairy arse against that window again, he's going to get a bullet up his butt. Kenneth said, much love and respect. I'm going to bed. My girlfriend, come and get me, lol. Yeah, it was when Bella went live and 30 in the room, Keith's reaction. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, Sharon. I mean, if it were going to happen to anybody, it'd either happen to me, Bella, or yourself. You know, getting mooned at. Okay, then, choppers. See you in a bit.
You know, Mark.
But yeah.
No, it's numbing.
It was Bella's very first ever live stream, and we were sort of debating whose room to go in to do this live stream because it was a bit too noisy, weren't it, to do it in the bar, etc. And we were worrying about the copyright, with it being music. We were playing music, and Keith says, "I know." It says, "All come back to my room, and Bella can do a live stream." So we sat there. Gail set it up and everything, and you know, she went live, and it was like boom, 30 straight away. The kids go, "Oh, 25, 26, 27." Yeah, it were like it were an auctioneer with gavel thing.
Not that Gal was rubbing it in or anything.
Sharon says exactly that's what I'm saying. Basically, we'd be like the Three Musketeers. Oh dear. But yeah, it was you know, it were classic. We were all, I mean, there were me, Chris, sort of sat on the bed, Gail and Bella at side of one another, and Keith were in the corner.
He stopped,
you know,
to us at one time.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't kick us out. But yeah, you know, Keith was saying, oh, she's got 20 in. Oh, she's got 25 in. Oh, she's got 27 in. Oh, she's got.
Look how many she's got now, Keith. Look how many now she's got now.
Oh dear. But yeah, it's. I mean, the same as I said. I mean, if ever we want lottery, we'd get in a thing and we'd go around visiting everybody. You know, basically, we'd probably get banned from Sharon State anyway. Hey, she says, be right back, phone call. So we'd get a ban.
Yeah.
You know, these two ladies aren't allowed back in our state. Oh dear. But no, that's just our sense of humour, isn't it, Bella? You know what I mean? You know, if you don't laugh, you cry, and you know, it's sort of, as I say, laughing in the face of adversity.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, it's like Sharon. She's in a wheelchair, but she's still got a sense of humour.
Of course.
You know what I mean? It's laughing in the face of adversity.
Where's our Keith this morning?
I haven't got a clue. No, not on a Monday morning.
I
think he's got company.
Oh, I think.
Angel's put up next. Up next is dinner with Bella. Let's start the bidding at 25 viewers. But yeah, I think Keith's daughter's visiting.
Oh.
So that's probably why he's not around very much.
Oh.
It's all right, he's messing about. But yeah, I think it was yesterday afternoon, weren't it? I think when Chris went, you know, live yesterday afternoon, he did say something about, sorry, you know, I didn't come in. He says, I've, you know, got company. He says the daughter's here.
I'm just what was I going to say? I've been just filming over the weekend because I do those 5 days of beauty over Christmas, don't I?
Yeah. So did you get everything done that you wanted to do then, Bella?
I've still got 2 to do. And then something, because I don't, although my day to put up is Tuesday, I'm not putting up Christmas Day.
Trust Gail to put a 2 penneth worth in. Gail's put, I think some states have Pingu travel restrictions. Well, I'm sure there's some states that lunatics welcome here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sharon.
I haven't even done that yet. Good job you said, Sharon.
She says, I mean, really, this is live entertainment. As I always say, Sharon, it's just me and Bella being me and Bella.
Yes, I've done 5 days. What?
It says, now you know what Baz and I have to put up with.
Yeah, I've got 4 days of beauty, of actual makeup, and then 1 day of skincare that I'm supposed to be doing with somebody else that hasn't organised it yet.
Oh.
Just, never mind.
Is it Miss RLP? by any chance?
And I picked some lovely ladies this year. I tried to pick all the, you know what a collab is? A collab is when you put a video up the same time as somebody else and it's on the same subject. It's not live together.
Yeah.
You put one on and they put one up and you put them up at the same time so they come up on YouTube together.
Yeah.
I always try to pick like channels that need a bit of a boost and things, you know what I mean? And I've got some lovely ladies this year, and it's so nice, you know, because I just get in touch. I said, would you like to do this? And oh yeah, I'd love to do it. You know, they're so like grateful, but I'm the grateful one that they would do it with me, you know? Like,
well, it's basically you're helping them out and they're helping you out.
Yeah, and it's nice.
Sharon's put, of course, nobody could be you and Bella unless it's Pixie and Dixie. And Chopper says you don't have to be crazy to be on here, but it helps.
That should be done with it. No. Jeanette didn't ever ask me to do a baking club. She knows me too well, Sharon. She might as well ask me to do a heart transplant baking collab because I no way. She could do a collab.
You see, that's the thing, Bella. I mean, it's like, how can I put it? I'm like you research beauty and this, that, and other. You do your research. But also, I'm like that. I research.
It's a vape. It's a vape, love. I vape because I gave up smoking, but this just helps me, and it's just a vape.
What am I supposed to do?
Oh, for God's sake, look at your emails. I've written it in and told you what it. Go back over the messages.
But it's like me. I mean, it's a similar sort of thing to you, Bella. I research recipes, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
And I mean, like I come across some and I think, oh, that looks nice. But then I always read the method and whatever. And I think to myself, nah, if I were to vlog that, could the person off the street follow them instruction and make that themselves?
They could, Jeanette. They could, because you do it bit by bit by bit, so you could.
But what I'm saying is, Bella, I don't like to print a recipe off that I think would be too complicated for the general housewife, let's say, or the general lady that I sold. I like to do some things that they look nice, but they're not too complicated to make.
I agree.
Okay, then, Choppers, have a good night, and I'll see you soon.
Mark.
But you know what I mean, and that's why I said rather than do the
You're asking Gal to bring normality. The wrong person to ask.
But yeah, I mean, it's like the one I've downloaded. It's a pear, chocolate and pear upside down cake. But rather than sort of go through all the palaver of caramelizing the pears, just get a tin of pears, let's say, for easiest.
Absolutely. Normal.
So I think it's Bella's microphone keeps distorting every now and again.
Am I?
It's okay now, Bella, but it was.
Oh.
It's okay now, but sort of every now and again it distorts a little bit. But yeah, I mean, Bella had sort of asked me, you know, can you do an upside down cake? I mean, same as I say, I'm like Bella, I do my research, and I don't like to do things that are too complicated that people don't bake on a norm, you know, on a regular basis, let's say.
Well, I want to do a video this week. I've got to work out to do it. I'm going to try today to work out how to do it. I want to take bits like my life so far on YouTube, and I want to take sections of so many videos. I've worked out how to do it. I've just got to put it into practice, and make a video of all the little snippets of me videos over the last 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, the funny ones.
Or you could do reflection of the year just gone.
Yes, so that sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing that. And so I've got to work on that today. Oh, the funny ones, you know, where my wig fell off and things like that.
Basically the bloopers.
Oh, the bloopers, yeah. Put the bloopers together, yeah. They're
Well,
just a laugh. It give them a laugh. I don't mind.
hi, Nick. How are you? But
Hello.
it's like me, Bella. I mean,
Hi, Nick.
what you see on the vlogs isn't always, because there is a few edited bits in it.
Oh,
Let's just I say the S word quite a few times.
Oh. No, but you don't.
So,
You of course everybody does the same thing, except for somebody who puts things like put that bleeding camera away.
oh, Nick says he's fed up. Well,
Right, love.
on this instance, Bella, I do know what he's talking about. The penny
Oh.
dropped immediately then.
I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what he means.
Inbox me. I'm curious now, Nick. You know I'm nosy.
Who's that?
Oh, hang on a minute. What do you want? Nanny's talking to her friends. Hello. What?
That's me, Mum.
Yes, yeah, I can see you. Will you talk, Nanny? I won't be long.
Okie dokie.
I don't know how to close it off.
Do you want me to? Oh, yeah, she's done it. Yeah, I think some action needs to be taken, Nick, if I'm honest with you.
Oh, is it? What's it?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Afraid so.
I mean, same as I said after last incident, it won't be, that person won't be coming over my doorstep again, but that's me. So, but yes, I might do the vlog midweek, because Friday we'll probably be putting the Christmas tree up. Saturday, Chris is going to the drone show, and then Sunday, hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll be going out droning with the Yorkshire Drone Seekers. Yeah, I agree there. And same as I say, Nick, time to take action. So, but yeah, so we've sort of not got a busy week, but we have sort of towards the end of the week. That was a priceless edit, Bella, and so you. I agree there. Did Gail want to come up on the panel? Are you getting ready for work? So Pixie's trying over in the corner, trying to sort something out.
But it's going fabulously wrong.
I mean, I'd be inclined to go and drag him out of bed, to be quite honest, Nick.
Get him out of bed, chuck him his head through with the...
Yeah.
At what time? 11:15?
Yeah, 11:15. I mean, like us in the normal world, we were up at 6 o'clock this morning to get up with Callum. Fixes hoovered and all sorts this morning. Pardon me. That's the coffee. So, it's the grandbaby's, Sharon. One of the grandbabies has rung her. So she's talking to one of her grandbabies. So, are you getting ready for work, Gail, or are you off today, or, you know, just let me know if you want an invite up, or... Angel says his dad dragged him out of bed by making tacos. But no, well, it's bound to be, Nick. But if it's making you ill, then it's definitely time to take action. You know, you can't be having someone making you ill, or you and your good lady. So that's not good. That's not good for anybody. That's not good for anybody. I mean, it's like we let Callum sleep in at the weekend, you know, but it gets to about 10:30 and then Chris goes up and gets him up. But the fact of the matter is, when the alarm goes off at 6 o'clock, he's up and out of bed and he's out to ask for 7 o'clock. Okay, then, Sue. Oh, she's trying to do an application form for someone and failing. Oh, dear. But you see, that makes thing about application forms, they make them so complicated these days.
All it should say is, do you want a job? Yes. How much? 10 million.
Yeah. You know, it's I think there's a few ground rules need putting into place, I think, Nick. Definitely.
Ground rules all kicked out.
Yeah, it says we kicked him out once. But yeah, you know, I mean, same as I said to you in private messaging, I mean, what you've told me, I mean, he won't set foot over my doorstep again. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. So, you know, it's, I know it's a difficult situation to be in. You know, it's a difficult situation to be in, but at the end of the day, you know, it's, in essence, you're contributing, you know, e.g. bills and whatever. And if he's not contributing anything, then it's time to hit the road, Jack, so to speak. Don't you come back no more, no more. So yeah, it's either put your hand in your pocket or you're out on your ear. I mean, we've even said this to Callum. I mean, yeah, he's still at school and he's on about going to college. But, you know, rest assured, as soon as he gets a job, he will be contributing. No ifs, no ands or buts about it. And we've told him so. So yeah, you know, it's a case of tough love, let's say. No, I won't be having that. I'm sorry. I wouldn't be having that at all. But it's coming to something, Nick, when you're only getting a couple of hours sleep because you having to keep one ear open. Yeah. But I mean, if anybody's got away with words, it's Miss Random Life Productions. You know, I mean, I'm sure, you know, just have a cup of coffee or take a break from it for a minute. And if, you know, if it's getting a bit too agitating for you, I mean, I tend to think that, like, for such things like that, if you have a break, if you have a coffee, you know, I can't say you go back to it refreshed, but it gives your mind that little time to, you know, settle down, put yourself in a, you know, a mindset and, you know, go over what words you want to express, etc. But, you know, oh dear. It's all right, I've just had a message. But yeah, it's you know, if you're getting your ear off with it, Gail, then you know, it's a case to just leave it for a little while. I know if there's like a time limit or a time scale on it, you know, but I tend to think I'm the sort of person that I don't let anything defeat me. If at first you don't succeed, you try again. You know, and I'm of this mindset, I'll leave it for a little while and then I'll go back to it. But you know, I don't let it defeat me. I mean, it's I know it's not sort of same sort of thing, but I did the you know, it's like when I did the Red Velvet Cake, the first one were a disaster, but I refused to let it beat me, so I just went back to the drawing board.
Yeah, we had that one.
Yeah,
I made another one, and we had that one and all.
To me, I mean, the first one were a complete failure because it didn't turn out how I wanted it to. So basically, I went back to the drawing board. I downloaded another recipe. Second one were all right.
Oh.
She says the problem is I keep having a break. So, you know what I mean? It's a case of, you know, if is there anybody that you could get to help you with it or advise you with it? But yeah, it's you know, it's a case of, is there anybody you could ring up and say, well, look, I'm having a problem with this. What's your advice? You know, if you can give me any advice, what do you advise me to do? Or they might be able to advise you on how to word it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's a case of if you're struggling with it, is there somebody that can advise you on what to do or how to word it? Let's say you could sort of say to them, well, this is what I want to say, but can you advise me on how to write it down and how to put it into words? She's doing an application form for someone. So, I mean, we aren't going into much detail, you know, I mean, she says that, you know, she says it's a pain in the butt trying to get the words right. But if you're filling the application form out on somebody's behalf, you don't want to stuff it up for them, let's say. You know, if you've got the words that you want to say in your mind, you know, it's would it be worth sort of doing a little dictator, you know, sort of talking into your phone or something, and sort of putting the words onto a device, and then sort of saying, well, sort of listening to it and breaking it down in some way. So yeah, I mean, it's sort of, you know, I can advise people on certain things, but you know, I mean, I don't know, I mean, it's trying to sort of think of ways that to help you, if you know what I mean. So you know, it's best what to say to advise you. I mean, I'm not sort of say I'm, you know, filling forms in, but right, Gail's having a bit of a problem filling an application form out, and she don't know where, you know, it's you know what I mean. She says that the problem is that she keep having a break, and it's trying to get the words right. Same as I said. I mean, it'd probably be an idea to, I don't know, dictate it to your phone or whatever. And if you can think of the words that you want to say, but don't know how to write them, then, you know, I mean, it's to start doing it. Yeah, Nick says advice to write key points down on a notepad, then go from there.
Phone me this afternoon. Are you home all day? Phone me this afternoon.
Oh, she's getting someone to look at it tomorrow.
Oh.
Everything all right, Bella? Is the grandbabies okay?
Yeah, they're all right. I can never say no to talking to them.
Well, that's it. Ah, yeah. She says, I'm not writing it for them, but getting a general idea to word it.
Right.
But it's like, if it's an application form, it's important that you purvey or get across what you're wanting to say to people. And if somebody's asked you to do that for them, then you don't want to stuff it up for them and get it wrong.
Oh, you're doing it for someone else. Oh, that's different. Yeah, but you can do that, Gail. You're quite articulate. You're very articulate. So just, you know what to say.
Yeah, I think he does. Why?
Right, I'm just messaging you, Bella.
Messaging me?
Yeah.
Pain in the arse.
All right.
So,
It's Nick.
Yeah, Nick says he's private messaged you on Facebook.
Yeah.
you need to help him.
Right.
So basically, I mean, Chris is going to have a long day on Saturday, because I think it don't start till 10 o'clock, but then they've got to get there. I don't think it finishes till 5 o'clock, so it might be sort of up night at 7 and not back home till gone 7. And Gail says she'll ring you, Bella.
Okay, Cokie, darling.
So it'll be a hell of a long day for Chris on Saturday.
Hell of a long day, that.
But I'm sure he'll enjoy it. I mean, it's they'll be in their element.
Oh, yeah, of course they will.
Lots of freebies.
just
Free
make,
Mavic Pro 2 for every customer that walks through the door.
yeah, right. What fantasy island you living on? You know, they're just going to stand there at door handing like nearly £2,000 worth of drone out for nothing, are they?
It's not £2,000, it's only 1,200.
Well, only. When you say it quick, it don't sound a lot.
No. It's
But-
1200 that there.
Mm.
It's not even connected to this.
Gail says I'm good at talking rubbish to Penguin.
I don't know what. I don't know what I put up with her.
Oh, that's it.
Oh. I give up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Chris is getting up as well now. Oh dear. It's a day for giving up.
It'll take this though, but it's not.
But yeah, I mean it's just a pity that that they hadn't got enough room in car for Baz to come with us on Saturday. Well, not us, but you know what I mean.
It's small enough.
Yeah, I couldn't come up with you.
Yeah.
Stick him on boot, in boot, or strap him to the roof.
I was gonna say, just put him on roof rack.
It'll be all right.
But yeah, I think Baz would have been in his element going on Saturday. Oh, what?
Yeah.
I've got the straps.
Oh. Hi, Lucy. How are you?
Lucy looks so.
But yeah, I mean, Chris is really looking forward to it because Sean, that does the expat in Mazaron channel, I mean, he's going to be there as well, all the way from Spain. He's coming.
Sorry, Spain.
So
Sorry, I'm just missing.
yeah, it's okay, Bella. I mean, Baz knows who I'm talking about. So yeah, apparently, because his main channel is Expat in Mazaron, and they do the Drone Seekers. They've set up the Drone Seekers channel now, and like how they do like
yeah.
they do a Sunday night for an hour. They're swapping over to the Drone Seekers channel. He's not going to be doing it on his channel anymore. They've set up.
Who is Chris?
No. The guy that he tunes into on a Sunday night, his channel name is Expat in Mazaron.
Oh, yeah.
Sean Matthews. Now, they've set up like, you know, like Chris and Steve.
Oh, right, sure, right.
Yeah. Because they've set like a Yorkshire Drone Seekers channel up, I think they've done the same, but the original Drone Seekers, because they are the original Drone Seekers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Baz says, no, I'd come back with a drone. Well, he may
plenty for sale.
he says he may win a prize draw. Could happen, yeah.
You're not having it.
But having said that, Gail, Chris is not that lucky.
Yeah.
You know, he'd probably get it. Chris would probably end up with a booby prize.
Mm.
I'll end up with.
What,
I'll win.
A next strap.
Next strap. One of them. I've already got.
You've got several.
I know.
Angel says someday I would like to get the Royal Bella beauty treatment. But yeah, I mean it's you know, same as I say, Sean's sort of set this Drone Seekers channel up, and that's basically going to be the one that he'll be using on a Sunday night.
Mm.
There might be a Warrington Drone Seekers yet with only one member. Well, I'm going to say Ian's in your vicinity, so there's at least 2 members there, Baz. So, but yeah, you know, I mean, I don't know sort of what's behind the idea because, same as I say, Sean's had that channel for years and always done it on that channel. So what's behind? I mean, Chris will probably know.
Well,
Sorry, Jeanette, I'm not trying to. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's all right, Bella. What's behind the idea of him sort of not going on that one and doing the Drone Seekers one then?
he's doing his photography stuff and whatnot on his expat in Mazaron.
Yeah.
But drone footage he's putting on his Drone Seekers.
Ah, right. Yeah, so if you heard that, Pictures just said he's doing like his photography and everything on his expat in Mazaron channel, and then all things to do with drone on the Drone Seekers channel. Yeah, but I mean, it's not all that far away, so you could say Runcorn / Warrington. So yeah, but I suppose then that I mean, how many subscribers has he got? He must have a few. You know, I'm sure people will go over and support his new channel. I mean, such as Keith and Chris and Baz and, you know, anybody that supports him on his other channel probably go over and support him on his new one. So, you know, it's but it is. I mean, like it's like he's done it for that long, Bella. He's got thousands of supporters, and when he does the show on a Sunday night, because it just does drones, it can probably have upwards of 40 people in the chat.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm trying to keep the eye on everything here.
I have already gone over to his new channel. That's Your Baz.
No.
Well, I suppose Chris has and whatever. Brad didn't know until last night when I seen the title and it says, "This will be my last on here." So when I sort of asked Chris, what was that all about? And it says basically he set up a separate channel, Drone Seekers, just the Drone Seekers.
Can you just quickly go onto Facebook and see what Ian's saying? I couldn't quite catch it. It just came up really quick.
What you mean? As it posted?
Yeah.
In Facebook. Let me just. Well, I'm not getting anything from. Are you on about Messenger or?
No, Facebook posting. I think I don't know. Something came up, Ian, and you know when it pops up in the corner, and I looked and I missed it.
Or I've just gone on his like business one, but it's not coming up with.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's on Messenger. Oh, it's on Messenger. He's just put it up, so he must have heard what I've said. So it's on Messenger. I just want to see what's wrong.
He hasn't sent you any naughty pics, has he?
No.
I've not got anything, so it must be just you.
It must be me. I'll have a look.
So hadn't you gone over to his new channel then? It's all right, Chris. I think Chris has just said I've just gone over to his new channel. I mean, you know, Sean. So
Messenger.
You're busy bee this morning, Bella.
Hang on.
Yeah, when I say I know that Chris normally is in there on a Sunday night, but I just assumed that he'd gone over and supported him, and I don't know, Baz. I mean, obviously, he's probably put the link in his channel. Oh well, girls gets a thing sorted out. Yeah, he is a nice bloke, Baz. It's what you call is not, even though sort of he's got thousands of supporters and whatever, it's just like me and you sat here talking to one another. You know what I mean? And he knows a lot about drones. You know, it's you know, if you want any advice about drones, I mean, he's the man to ask. So, you know, what you don't know about drones. Hiya, WrestleMania, how are you? Oh, getting ready for work, so lurking in the background. That's okay. Some, as I say, we've got 11 viewers in. You know, it's everything okay, Bella?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So
I'm trying to have 4 conversations. I can just about cope with one.
Yeah, well, this is it. This is it. Bazzy says he's made me welcome and not got a drone yet. But it's like, you know, it's a case of he'll point in the right direction as to, you know, what to buy or when to buy it or right price for, you know, let's say, for instance, you see a drone and you think, you know, is it too much? Is it not enough? You know what I mean?
Don't be silly, Nick.
No, it's okay. And same as I always say, Nick, as well, a problem shared is a problem halved. You know,
you know, we're a lovely group here and friends, and that's what it's all about. So don't worry, Nick. Don't worry.
Nick knows that he can message me anytime, and
absolutely.
You know, I mean, it's like, you know, Steve, he always messages me if he's got a problem. Can't say I can always sort the problem out, but you know, we're here to advise people.
Yeah.
You know, and it's that sort of situation where Nick's in a bit of a tricky predicament, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, which when all's said and done, we've all been in some sort of a predicament, as you well know, you know, recently, you know, and it's somebody to talk to. It's somebody that understands, you know what I mean? It's just that understanding here, and you know, for somebody to listen to and you know, vent your frustrations. And can't say we can always solve your problems, but it's a case of advising you, you know. But I must admit that, you know, in that certain situation, I'd look at it more harshly, if you know what I mean.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I mean? I mean, not sort of, you know, going into too much detail. You know, there's a line you don't cross.
Yes, I absolutely agree with you.
You know, and in certain situations, you've got to put that hard hat on.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But then again, the situation, it's putting Nick in a predicament, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And same as we've always said, Nick, you know, it's, you know, you can message us anytime. You know, Chris, myself, Bella, Baz, you know, anybody.
Yep.
Yeah. But having said that, Nick, I mean,
Yes,
yeah, that's not always the right way, let's say. You know, I mean, not without saying anything, you know, that's not always the right way. I know what he's saying, but then that look makes you look the wrong one, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's true, but when do you say enough is enough?
Well, this is it.
You know, it's got to be a point when you say, right, enough is enough. And if as long as you know, hand on heart, you're not in the wrong, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to say.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you're saying, Bella, but it's there comes a point where, you know, you have to put your foot down, whether they like it or not. You have to put your foot down, and you know, it's like this: you're either with me or you're against me.
Yeah, and it's not only that; it's not only that; it's your self-respect for yourself as well. You know, you've got to you've got your own sort of set of rules for yourself, and you know, if it's hard because people take the piss out of you. Sorry saying that on here. And it's, you know, and you let it go on and on and on and on, and you kind of, it makes you feel bad. It puts you down in yourself. Do you know what I mean? You feel bad in yourself.
I'll not be going on for much longer, Angel, because I've got quite a few things to do. We want to get stuff sorted here, ready for tree going up, etc. So we've got a bit of tidying up to do and whatever. I'll definitely have you on tomorrow if you come in tomorrow, because same as I say, I've been going on for nearly 2 hours, and we have got quite a bit to do, you know. So I mean, Chris has hoovered up this morning, but you know, stuff to put away and pull table art and you know, and the list goes on. Yeah. But there comes a point, Nick, where how many chances do you give him? And the more chances you give him, the more he'll walk over you.
Yeah.
You know, it's a case of standing.
You are in the right. You're in the right. I'm going to grab some lunch. Have a good day, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
This afternoon.
Okay, then, Gail. I'll see you later.
Bye, Gail.
Yeah, and I hope you get your application sorted, and you know, but it's you know, it's how many chances do you give them?
Yeah.
There has to come a point where you know, you've got to put your foot down and say, well, it's either my way or the highway.
Yeah.
You know, it's the more chances you give them, you know, the more they'll.
Oh God.
Yeah, and that Ian's in, and he says, whatever the matter, just keep your chin up. But that's it. It can get you down, because it's a case of you're between a rock and a hard place, aren't you? You know what I mean? It's a bit of a situation where you don't know what to do for the best. So
you know, sometimes you give them an inch, people take a mile. There they are.
That's it, exactly.
Right, I think I'll go and do some work. How long have I been on? 2 hours nearly.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say I'll probably only go till about 12, because we've got 1 or 2 bits to.
I want to try and sort my videos out. I like this week. I like doing it, but it's a lot of hard work. Right.
Okay.
So I'll speak to you this afternoon anyway.
Yeah, okie dokie. Then I'll see you later.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Ted, are you in the corner?
Biscuit.
Just gone. But some, as I say, it's an odd thing to advise you, Nick. It's a case of, you know, where do you draw the line? If it's affecting your health, then, you know, but I understand the situation, and, you know, it's not doing you any good at the end of the day. It's not doing you any good. You know, I mean, you've got to think that you've got your own problems to deal with, let's say. So it's affecting you. Not only is it affecting you, it's affecting everybody else. Hi, Carolyn, how are you? So, you know, it's you know, it's drawing the line. Oh, Gordon Bennett. That's only after a week and he's seizing up already.
I know, I need some WD-40. Oh.
So yes. Just to remind everybody, I might not be here next Monday because I've got the blood tests and the appointments at 11:20. So I don't think I'll probably have time to do the coffee morning next Monday. And Mr. DJ in Entertainments will be on his travels.
Yes, don't forget to pick me up, Ian.
Oh, Sharon says back, sorry, who calls people at 5 a.m. in the morning? Yes, we know you're not be here next Monday to Friday. Ian's rubbing it in now because we all know where Ian's going next week.
Oh, it'll be send me a link and I'll get a link. He'll be showing up. Look where I am.
So yes. And we all hope you have a good time in New York, Mr. DJ Ian. So, not that we're jealous or anything.
Nah, it's not as good as Skeggy though, is it? Where's he going? New York?
Yeah.
We can go to New York. There's one at Rotherham. It's actually called New York.
Nick says I'll sabotage the plane so he can't take off. You know where we're going? We're going to Argate. Nick says he's going to let tyres down on plane. Yeah.
On bricks, Nick.
Yes, it is, Sharon. He's going to New York a week today. Yeah, you and me both, Sharon. I mean, I don't know whether you've heard the phrase going to Argate. We're going to Argate and back.
I'm going to watch another coffee.
Oh, God. Carolyn says my phone had booted me from YouTube. Took me like 10 days to get it back working. Oh, dear.
That's not good.
Oh, a flying from Heathrow then, Ian. He says I'm going into London as well. Is that over the weekend before you go into New York? Yeah, so you're going to London the weekend before you fly on the Monday. Baz says I'll have a word with some friends at the airport next week. You're going to make sure he gets stopped in customs and whatever, Baz. So, you know, saying he's a wanted fugitive or something. Can you just imagine? No, Manchester then Heathrow. Yeah. So you're flying from Manchester to Heathrow, staying over, and then going to New York. Yeah. Not that we're jealous. You know. But I'm sure he's a well-dodgy geezer. Yeah, we all ought to ring Heathrow Airport. No, same day. We all ought to phone Heathrow Airport up and say, well, don't let Ian onto the plane because he's a wanted fugitive.
If he's taking his booster board, we're going to tell him to confiscate it, and I'll tell him that I'll pick it up, and then he'll not get it back.
And Baz says, yeah, got some hood friends in that department. Or print some wanted posters out. Splash them all over Heathrow Airport saying this guy is a wanted man. You know, wanted posters. Oh dear. So hopefully, Carolyn, everything's sorted and you've got everything back up and running. So yes, and for the latecomers, Mr. Angel Muniz is having a live stream on Wednesday evening, 8 p.m. our time, and it says UK panel. So, you know, so everybody tune in to Angel on Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. our time. Just thought I'd put a little bit of a what's it out there for everybody to go and watch Angel on Wednesday evening. So Mr. P's just making a coffee before we set to on our chores, getting the house or the living room ready for the Christmas tree, which hopefully will be going up by Friday. Okay, then I did get a notification, Angel, that you posted in the group. It says, I just posted my upcoming UK panel stream in your Facebook group. That's okay. Oh, it's football on, Baz. Who's playing? What football's on Wednesday?
Hey?
Baz says football's on.
Is it?
Wednesday.
No, football's on Tuesday, Sheffield United versus Brentford.
Yeah.
Or Brentford versus Sheffield United.
Yeah, Sheffield United are playing Tuesday evening.
So in football, I'll be watching.
So it's either got to be West Ham or Man City. One of the two. Oh, it's Champions League, he says.
Hey?
He says it's Champions League.
No, I don't want that pants league.
Oh dear. Well, as you know, Baz, I don't watch football, so you know, I'll be there, Angel. So Mr. Baz is, I think, hinting that he's saying he's going to be watching the Champions League. So, I mean, you could multitask there, Baz. You'd be watching the football and watching it on the phone. You know, just as a suggestion. So, you know, it's not, same as I say, the only time football comes on this telly is when Sheffield United are on telly, which I think they are Tuesday anyway, evening. It says watching Sheffield United's like watching paint dry.
Who said that?
Okay then, Sharon, I'll see you later. I will be shutting it down in a few minutes anyway.
Who said that about watching Sheffield United?
Well, I'll give you two guesses.
What? Baz the ballerina?
Yeah.
Such a girl.
Oh, even lifting this coffee cup, it's hurting my wrist.
Uh-oh.
I'm falling to pieces slowly but surely. Right now, I ain't got arthritis in my wrist. Well, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to shut it down and have this coffee and get some jobs done. So as I say, we've got a bit of preparation. a bit of preparation to do before the tree goes up on Friday, hopefully. So it's a bit of manoeuvring about the table, pulling that out and whatever. So I'll see everyone in the morning, 10 a.m. or thereabouts. So I'll say bye for now.
Bye for now.
Bye. See you in the morning. Bye.